Picture this. It's the late 15th century, a time of kingdoms, quests, and uncharted waters. Europe is a chessboard of monarchies, each vying for dominance in a world that feels smaller by the day. The race is on, not just for land, but for wealth, and the most coveted prizes of all, gold and spices. Yet, these treasures are locked away in the East, and the journey there is perilous and long. Enter Christopher Columbus, an ambitious man with an audacious plan. Tired of the traditional route to the East, Columbus proposes a bold idea to King Ferdinand and Queen Isabella of Spain, a westward journey to Asia. He promises them riches beyond their wildest dreams, and a trade route no other kingdom has access to. They're intrigued, they're excited. They give Columbus their blessing and sponsorship. With the royal blessing and sponsorship, Columbus embarked on a daring journey. Little did he know, he was not heading towards Asia. On August 3, 1492, Columbus, with his 3 ships, the Santa Maria, Pinta, and Nina, set sail into the unknown. Their journey was not one of smooth sailing and gentle breezes. The vast Atlantic Ocean presented a formidable adversary, its endless expanse a constant reminder of their isolation. The crew faced hardships and challenges at every turn. Fear and uncertainty were as much a part of their voyage as the creaking timber of their ships. The open sea was a treacherous and terrifying place, full of unseen dangers and unpredictable weather. The Pinta, in particular, veered off course, adding to the mounting tension. False sightings of land played with their hopes and emotions, each time leaving them more disillusioned. But on October 12, 1492, their perseverance paid off. A cry rang out across the Santa Maria, "Land!" They had found what they thought was the East Indies. Finally, after 2 long months at sea, land was sighted. But this was not Asia, as Columbus believed. Columbus and his men set foot on an island in the Bahamas, believing they had reached the outskirts of Asia. It was a world unknown to them, a place of uncharted territories and unfamiliar faces. They were met by the Arawaks, the indigenous inhabitants of the islands, who greeted them with curiosity rather than fear. These native people, though different in appearance and customs, were seen not as equals but as subjects, an unfortunate consequence of Columbus's mistaken belief that he had reached the East. The explorers, driven by their quest for gold and spices, ventured further, hopping from one island to another in this strange archipelago. They encountered more indigenous groups, each with their own unique cultures and ways of life, yet all were viewed through the same lens of European superiority. Despite not finding the desired riches, Columbus returned to Spain a hero, having discovered a new route to Asia, or so he thought. The truth of his discovery wouldn't be realized until much later, forever changing the course of world history. Columbus's voyage marked the beginning of sustained European contact with the Americas, changing the course of history. This monumental journey had a ripple effect, setting the stage for subsequent voyages and the eventual colonization of the Americas. The bewildering wealth of the New World lured explorers and settlers, leading to the establishment of European colonies from the frosty reaches of Canada to the sun-kissed shores of Argentina. This era also ushered in the Columbian Exchange, an immense interchange of plants, animals, and diseases between the Old World and the New. While this led to a global cultural and biological exchange enriching our collective heritage, the darker side of this legacy cannot be ignored. The colonization often came at a devastating cost to the indigenous populations, through forced labor, cultural erasure, and disease. Though mired in controversy, Columbus's voyage undeniably shaped the world as we know it today. It was not a successful journey to Asia, but a voyage that led to the discovery of a whole new world.